Let's talk about interviewing. You know, there's a lot that everybody thinks they have to know about interviewing, and I certainly suggest that you practice, but there are really only a couple of basic things you must know. The first one of those is you need to prepare. By that I mean research. You need to know the organization that you're going to interview with. You need to know a lot about them so that you understand the job, so that you understand how it fits in. Not that you're not going to want to ask that questions about that, because you are, but you need to know a lot to ask good questions. You also need to know a lot about the organization to demonstrate that you're a great candidate and you did your homework. You want to know also about yourself so that you have those successes in your mind, those achievements in your mind, that when an interviewer asks you a question, you'll have some good basic information to answer them with. When you get to the stage that you've actually been asked for an interview, whether by telephone or to come in for one, remember to look at your research again and update it so that you're really ready. And then research the people you're going to be talking to. Look on LinkedIn, check out Google, wherever it happens to be, but find out something about those people that you will be interviewing with as well. This will make your interviews far more comfortable, and thus you will be more confident and more prepared. Most importantly in the interview process, you need to remember the employer has three main things they want to know. Can you do the job? Can you do the job is, do you have the knowledge, the skills, the abilities that are required to succeed in the specific position? Then they want to know, will you do the job? This is the question of motivation. It's the question of your interests. No employer wants to hire someone, no matter how well qualified they are, if in fact that person is really just taking the job on a temp basis mentally, or comes across as someone who is not really interested in the job long term. And finally, they want to know, will you fit in the organization? And that's a question of their culture versus your needs. It can be as simple as, do you thrive in a chaotic situation like a startup? Or are you better off in a far more formally defined hierarchical organization like a large company that's been around for a while? You should have been thinking about that when you did your research, but they're thinking about it throughout the whole interview. When you're talking in an interview, don't worry if you have a few moments that you need to kind of organize your thoughts, give yourself a second, look away, whatever it is. Don't worry. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need a glass of water? Just say to them, could you excuse me a moment? All of us know those kind of things. So don't let them throw you, because in an interview situation, the important thing is how you present yourself overall. And that's what they're looking at. And most importantly, remember, every interview is a two-way. They have something to offer you. You have something to offer them. It needs to be a great mutual deal. You're not the supplicant. You're selling your services.